We're taking this bog standard BMW i3S and we're changing it to this.
So, as Dan has alluded to, it's getting the full AC Schnitzer handling and styling kit. So handling wise, we've got the springs which are here, looking towards a 25mm drop on those. Wheel spaces there, which are a 12mm add-on, so they're going to bring the track width out a bit and add to that stance. And then styling wise, we've got some decals here. That's a rear boot lip protector. You've then got the trademark AC Schnitzer pedal set. As well as then on the outside, this is the rear spoiler, which should give it a bit more aggression at the back end, and the front splitter, which any of you following our channel will recognize that style from the M8 we did a little while ago. That's going to go on and add some character to the front end. So got a full set of kit, all in from Germany, BMW backed, so where relevant it does carry the warranty from factory, which is great. And also TÜV approved, so if you're wondering how well it fits, it should all go straight on. Hopefully I won't be eating my words later, but anything TÜV approved has been through rigorous testing, much like some of the other products we work with and some of our own. So again, full kit here. I've got a couple of days to crack on with this, so I'm going to do that now and see how we go. So all of the styling stuff is kind of self-explanatory. The kit is ready to fit on. We thought we'd just get into the springs a little bit. So that's the handling pack combined with the spacers. So these are the AC Schnitzer springs. As you can see, they are visibly shorter than the original ones, which is partly to do with how the vehicle is lowered afterwards when these are fitted. So some information on these. They're developed in conjunction with a well-known company that everyone I'm sure is aware of, which is IBAC. These particular springs will give between a 20 and 25mm drop, so they are made specifically for AC Schnitzer by IBAC. So that is the kit there. That's a front spring there, a rear spring there. These little discs here are actually a travel limiter, or a pair of travel limiters for the rear of the car, which would be to be fitted in conjunction with the wheel spacers as supplied by AC. So again, you've got the peace of mind of a global long-term established suspension manufacturing expert. So that's IBAC there for the springs, although they're branded AC Schnitzer. So again, in terms of what you see, they're black, so not particularly exciting, but these guys are mounted up here, all ready to go on back on the car. So that's with the new AC Schnitzer front and a rear. So that's full shock absorber assembly off sort of springs over back on the car, and that's about it. So I've done the one side, they can go on the car. Got these two to put on, and then I can have the car back on its wheels with the set spacers. So see you at the end.
So as you've seen through the process, or the build process of this, we've obviously been putting on the AC Schnitzer conversion pack. Sam's obviously told you a little bit about the products and the parts, but I'm just going to talk a little bit further about them now they're actually installed. So starting off at the front end, we've obviously got this front splitter, which is a 4-part piece, you'd probably say. The 2 gloss blacks either side, but for the main upright sections, one in the middle, and then the matte black textured piece as the main plane. And I think we can all agree this has actually changed the front end, and actually it's changed the whole car. Personally, I quite like blending parts with the rest of the vehicle. So if you do run with a front splitter, having side skirts and maybe a rear diffuser, but this by itself works really well. The textured black finish works well with some of the unpainted parts on the car, and obviously the gloss black bits go with this particular vehicle where you've got a lot of other gloss black. So really happy the way that one turned out. It's always a little bit complicated with AC Schnitzer how to install some of these front splitters. They're a bit over engineered, but at least we know it's not going to fall off on a hurry. Looking down the side, however, we've got the lowering springs and spacers, as well as the rear little protector on the rear arch there. So that's just to keep it all within regs, given the fact that the wheels are slightly wider. And this has been driven now for probably about 20 miles to make sure that the suspension has settled properly before we've then gone ahead with the wheel alignment, which I have to stress is so important. There's no point ripping apart suspension components and then not getting a proper wheel alignment. So whether you get that stuff done with ourselves or somewhere else, I really recommend that you get that done properly. These cars are very sensitive to toe and just general wheel alignment more than anything else. So not only for fuel economy, but also for stability. So we've set this up with our signature setup to make sure it gives it a bit more stability at motorway speeds. So it looks amazing. I hope you guys agree. I'm going to switch the car around and so you can look at the back end now. Looking at the back end now, we've got this great big chunky boot spoiler, which is a personal favourite of mine. I wasn't too sure how that piece would look, but being gloss black on a gloss black panel with gloss black roof, it actually works really well. It looks really smart. I don't know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments. We've got a couple extra additions here. We've got this boot protector, which is this satin black textured boot protector, which is quite nice for getting stuff in and out the back. And we've got a couple AC Schnitzer Stealth decals, which I quite like. And you've got one on the back here, just to let people know who's following behind that's AC Schnitzer. And down here on the rear quarter, or the door there, I'm going to show you inside because the pedals, to me, finishing touch. Come and have a look at these. Stick your nose in there, Tim. So these are replacement pedals. The brake pedals are a little bit more difficult to install than the accelerator, but as a whole just uplifts the inside. Works really well with some of the other chrome features you've got. And if you guys didn't notice on the zoom in, this car, carbon fiber, and that makes every car instantly 50 brake horsepower quicker and much more desirable. So that's what we're all about. Hope you've enjoyed that video. If you are considering AC Schnitzer conversions, whether it's an i3 or an M8, that's something that we can handle here. Looks fantastic, this car. It's subtle. There's a few little differences compared to standard, but works really well. It's now going to drive fantastic, being lowered and widened. Like always, subscribe and give us a like if you can. See you next time, and who knows, we might have another AC Schnitzer package in. See you soon.